Hey, it's me. I'm back on my now customary every other week, fortnightly podcast episode. Um, yeah, it's just been a wild, busy week this past week. Last weekend, I have no excuses. I was just lazy and didn't record a podcast. Well, it's not entirely true. I guess I wasn't entirely lazy, but I don't know. I've been feeling this pull lately that I would get up and run on a Saturday, right, and then do my thing, walk back, blah blah blah, and then I would record a podcast, or I'd record a podcast and go run, whatever. And I don't know. It's just like I feel like, I think I feel like I don't see Nora as much as I used to. For whatever different reasons, whatever, right? Work is busier, or, she started this new healthy eating diet slash habit building process. And so she's spending like a lot of her weekend time, like planning out meals for the week and cooking meals for the week and packaging meals for the week and stuff. And I don't know. I mean, that just puts pressure on time that we would normally spend together and whatever. So I mean, whatever. I don't know. I think I feel the idea that we're not spending as much time together. So when I'm sitting at the parking lot, okay, I'm going to record now. I'm like, really? I'll record, talk for, it's a half hour ish. Often because I have to restart because I don't know what the heck I'm going to say, or I get the date wrong or something like that. So I don't. I feel like I gotta get back to the house. And and it's been that way for a little bit, I realized. And so here I am. I got up this morning and I made the decision not to run. Mostly because I've got other things going on. We're driving out to see my girls, and unfortunately I have to stop and do a little bit of work along the way. And so it was just going to be tight if I got up and ran my 6 miles. And and then got home and showered and blah 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 blah. So I made the decision to come and sit with you guys for a few minutes and let you know what's going on. Send out well wishes, hoping everybody is doing okay. So we'll get to that. It's Sunday, May 23rd, 2021, and as of this recording, I'm still depressed, but I'm not dead. Okay, I will apologize. I seem to have a runny nose of sorts. I don't know what the deal is. But so apologies for that. I'm at the end of May. Really, that's amazing that here we are. We've somehow gotten through the whole year. Well, not the year, right? We've gotten through this much of the year. Things seem to be going a lot faster this year than last year, and whatever. But the end of May, almost Memorial Day. The kids are almost out of school. It's getting hot. We're in the 90s all week this week, which is I don't like that. The only thing that I like about hot weather is when, like, the end of the day, if you take a shower and cool down and then dry off and then get into bed and the air conditioner is going and it's cool and it's just there's a nice feeling like that. Like I remember, I may have talked about this. I remember one time when I was, I don't know, 13 maybe. We lived in Japan, and the air conditioner, it was summertime, the air conditioner was going, and this apartment we lived in actually came with what would otherwise have been like a maid's quarters, and but it was just a TV room for us, because even though we were spoiled to have such a place, we did not have a maid or any kind of cleaning service, whatever, live in, whatever. And so it was a smaller room, but I think it had like a couple air conditioned vents in it, so it was cool. It was extra cool in that room. So we'd watch TV and we'd like have to use a blanket in summer, right? And I remember my dad saying something like, there was something, I don't remember the exact words he used, but there's something nice, something cozy about needing to use a blanket in the cooler weather. And like I don't have recollections of him saying this in the winter time. And we spent a lot of time in New England. Growing up, we lived there for the first 12 years of my life, and there was plenty of cold times, and we had a cold basement and things like that. But yeah, so like I often think of that, and that's I guess that's a little nugget that pops in my head every now and then when I lay down for bed. So there's a happy story for you. But yeah, so it's getting hot. The running is going to be tough, and the car driving is going to be not driving, but getting in the car. Like after it's been sitting in the sun forever, and so my car has a dark interior, so like the dashboard gets really hot, and it just radiates heat for a while until the air conditioning can get things cooled off. So yeah, it's just yuck, yuck. But I didn't have to come. We didn't have to move to the south, even though it gets just as hot in places like Minnesota and Michigan, just not for as long of the year. So yeah, that's been going on, and like I said, work's been busy. I was up in Virginia all week last week, and just like clockwork, like gone for a week, and I just eat like garbage for a week. It was compounded by the fact that there wasn't anywhere for me to really go and exercise to walk or run. So like that fell out of my routine. And it's probably 50-50 that I would have taken advantage of having a place or a treadmill or something to get extra steps on. I don't know, I've bemoaned this before, I'm sure, but like when I just get out of my element, everything just goes to pot, right? Like I mean, I've got my routines, and I've started being a responsible adult, and brushing my teeth in the morning as well as at night. And while I brush my teeth in the morning, I would stretch out my calves, my Achilles, and I stopped doing that. I stopped brushing my teeth in the morning because that fell out, and then of course I didn't think to stretch, and then noticed my legs were hurting a lot more during the week, and yeah, I mean I would just finish up work, and I didn't have the opportunity to have like it wasn't like an extended stay hotel I was at where there was a microwave or a stovetop or something like that, but I could have eaten better, but no, I got pizza every single night, even though like in the morning as I was eating like the last couple pieces for breakfast, I would say, you know what, I'm not getting pizza tonight, I'm getting, I don't know, anything's better, Subway, Chinese food, something, anything, right? Even getting like McDonald's would be fewer calories probably than gorging on pizza and breadsticks and stuff. But then every late afternoon, evening, as I was driving back to the hotel, I was like, I can just go in the room and order the food, and then it'll come. And so I would do that, and like my sleep routines get out of whack. I either stay up late doing nothing productive on the internet, looking up goofy comedy, funny web pages that I have bookmarked. Or realistically, like I was in bed a couple nights at like 6:30 because I just want to go to bed, and so I would take my trazodone and go to sleep and sleep, kind of fitful sleep, but be in bed for like 11 hours, 12 hours, get up and do it all again. And yeah, I'm not good. I'm not good on my own. Uh, hmm. So, yeah, so work has been busy. Nora's been busy with work. Nora's been, like I said, doing this fitness thing or this better eating thing. I should have been with my girls last week, but this work thing came up, and they kind of not strong armed me, but dropped some important people's names that said I would be able to do this. So I felt obligated to go and do this. So I canceled on my girls, and part of the reason why we're going to get ice cream today is just to kind of see them, kind of bridge the gap. And they'll be here next weekend, but I just feel that compulsion to at least touch base with them, right? So yeah, Nora and I are going to do that. We're going to hop in her brand spanking new little hybrid SUV. So see what kind of gas mileage we get on this trip. It'll be interesting. And I'm hoping it's weird because I want to get good gas mileage, but I don't want it to like rival my car, right? Like I want my car to be better in gas mileage. And so we'll see. Fingers crossed that my car outperforms her car. Yeah. So I've been thinking about going back to physical therapy again because my legs have been hurting more, and I don't know. I won't bore you with that. Therapy is going pretty well. We're kind of aimless, I think, and we're just kind of talking about stuff. And like Megan is not, admittedly, she's not big on like the homework thing, and which in some ways is good because I'm not big in doing the homework thing. I'm just not good at it. I'm not driven to do it. Part of me thinks maybe I need it to be, working on something, because basically, I mean, we talk and I get ideas pop in my head that I don't otherwise have pop in my head about myself, about my biases, my proclivities, my proclivities. Proclivity sounds negative to me. But you know what I'm saying. Like I like ideas pop in my head and realizations of maybe how I act and react, and that's good. But generally, like I think my mind works in a way that I maybe incorporate that new idea into my subconscious thought processes, but I'm not very good at saying, Megan and I talked about this, and okay, now I'm gonna see if I can, whenever situation X arises, see if I can do Y and Z. I'm not very good at that, and so woe was me. I guess I feel extra boring today. Am I boring today? I think I am. So yeah, the diet thing is terrible. Well, like I just said, I just spent a week eating pizza, being a gluttonous blob of JP in a hotel room. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think I have much else, and this is really short. Hang on. I'll be right back. And true to my word, here I am. I'm back. Uh, so, I was thinking, while I was away there, I was thinking, like, what am I doing with this episode? What am I doing with this podcast in general? Right? Like, I've made it a point not to really offer up advice, and I feel that urge, like when on a day like today, when I feel like I don't have a lot to talk about. I'm like, I want to say something. I want to say, just as an example, not of any whatever, but like, eat better and you'll feel better, or get more sleep and you'll feel more rested, or whatever. And I don't want to do that, because I'm far from someone who should be offering up advice like that. And I just feel like I'm not. I feel like my life is extra boring lately. Like, I don't have stories to tell, and I'm always worried that I am repeating myself from days gone by, and I don't want to be that guy either. So I apologize if I'm talking in circles here today. Something that did happen is, I went out for my run yesterday, and I was walking back, and I heard this guy behind me, and he was saying something, but I was in my headphones in, and I was listening to a podcast, and then he, like, pulled up beside me, like, so he had been running, and he, like, stopped running to walk beside me, and just started talking to me. There's this older guy, he's 75, and whatever, and like, he just talked to me for like half a mile of walking. And my first reaction with this is like, oh, this poor lonely guy, he wants to talk to me. If only he knew who he was trying to talk to. But like, the more he talked, it became evident that this is what he does. Like, he enjoys being out on the rail trail and bumps into people and talks to them. And that's what he did. He talked about his mechanic. He talked about his work history. He talked about his friends that he's met on the trail. He talked about his running, his injuries, all this in like half a mile worth of walking. So whatever that is, like 8 minutes, 9 minutes worth of walking. And then he said, well, I think this next mile marker, it's time for me to turn around and run back. I was like, okay. So like 90-10 probably is the percentages of words he said versus words I said. And, yeah, it's like, the whole time I just felt uncomfortable, and like a lot of my worries, shortcomings, whatever, I don't know what I want to say, but my AVPD were like 4 in the 4, and like I don't know, there's a little bit of both, a little bit of depression, a little bit of personality disorder, but I'm like, I have nothing to tell this guy. Like, I have nothing of interest to tell this guy. Like really, in my head, like, the thought occurred, like, anything that you say to this guy is going to be the most boring thing that he has heard all day long. And so I listened, like I've kind of always done in life, is just listen and not speak more. And, in some situations I've been applauded for that, right? That's a virtue, right? Listen more, speak less. You've got 2 ears and only one mouth, blah, blah, blah. But it was really evident with this guy, and like, just like, hey, where you live? Oh, where'd you live before that? And what do you do? And I hate that. What do you do? Like I like my job, but I never like telling about my job when I meet someone new. I don't know, whatever I've got ingrained in me is in what is successful work for me, not for people, but for me. Ingrained in me is it's not JP, the BDS rep, right? Even though I enjoy it, and I like the interaction that I have with people, and the service that I offer to the stores that I go into, and but yeah, I just no. And yeah, so we talked and walked for like half a mile. Well, he talked, I walked, and yeah, it's just whatever. I was just so relieved when he said, "Well, when it's that next mile marker, I'm gonna turn around, head back," and I was so relieved when that came, and then I was so relieved when it ended, and then I'm like, what do I do? Like, do I tell this guy my name? Do I shake his hand? Is that allowable, even, in what seems like the tail end of this pandemic? Is it, he's 75? Do we fist bump? What do we do? And I was just so happy when he said, "Okay, have a good day," and turned around and left my life. Yeah, that was honestly one of the more awkward interactions with people I've had for a while. So, yeah, there's that. Awkward JP out in the world, making friends, as I told Nora. I don't know how I have any friends. How did I ever meet people? It's wild. I don't know. I don't have many, and that's fine. But I marvel at how I've been able to have friends like Scott and Dave for decades now. But weird. I don't know. So that's going to be it. I got a story in. I got maybe a little advice in there somewhere. I got an update, and my I will again empty. I will give an empty promise, maybe, that I'll be back next week. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I hope everyone is doing fine. I hope the show has not gotten overly boring. I hope to hear feedback from y'all. Just drop me a line, drop me a note, drop me a text message. You suck, you rock, something. So jamolki@gmail.com, facebook.com/jamolki, @jamolki on Twitter and Instagram. What else? www.jamolki.info. That's JAMOALKI. Or text me in the US, WhatsApp, +1 248 648 1419. I'm pretty sure WhatsApp is working. I'm not completely convinced. But yeah, hopefully I'll hear from some of you. And I would love to know how you're doing, what you've got planned for the summer, if anything, what you think of the show. Give me some ideas, things you'd like to hear about. Whatever. Help me out. Let's crowdsource this show. Let's do that. All right. That's going to be it. Everybody stay safe and be well. Thanks.